It's not just about the recipe. It's about how to cook, plan a meal, throw a party. I'm Vickie, and this is Meals and Entertaining for Regular People. So, this episode is kind of like tools of the trade. I wanted to talk about what small appliances, so tools with a cord on them, that I can't live without. I was just thinking maybe you'd be interested in seeing some things that are that you might not even have known about. Number one, I have a crock pot, and we use crock pot constantly for everything. And that's why, since I like the slow cooking method, that's why I really am not getting Instapot. Now the Instapot is a pressure cooker. It just has a cord, and I have a pressure cooker already, and so I know what I like to cook in that. And that's done on the stove where the Instapot isn't. And since this is one of 3 crock pots, I can't have any more appliances. So, but Instapot is really good for people that need to cook something quick, a chicken quick. But since I'm home, I can throw a crock pot or a chicken in the crock pot in the morning and not worry about it. I do that, and I also make my stocks in it so that it simmers longer. My second thing that I cannot live without is my rice steamer. So I was trying to think of how many rice steamers we've had over our lifetime of being married. And I think we've had 3. So that means they last 10 years, and that's pretty good. This piece right here is from a different rice steamer, but I liked it because it was deeper than this one, so we keep them both. And you put the rice in. This is not a very expensive product. I don't think it needs to be. And then you can either put the rice there or you put water there, and you put the vegetables in here. It's so convenient. We use it once or twice a week. We use it constantly. This is the only way we make rice, unless we make risotto or rice-a-roni. So, my mother gave me and all the brothers and sisters a magic bullet one year for Christmas. And I took it and went, don't tell my mom. So don't watch this, Mom. Well, what the hell am I going to do with this? It's just another appliance. And I put it away for a couple of years. And then there was something I needed to do, and I go, oh, I'm going to try it. I'll just take the magic bullet out. And I loved it so much. I called all my brothers and sisters and said, if you haven't used that thing, don't throw it away. I want it, just in case it ever breaks. And then it got really popular. I think they're $100 now. This is amazing for nuts. You want to grind up some nuts. If you want to, I use croutons a lot instead of, in certain things for breadcrumbs. If a crumb topping, whatever it is, I just put it in here. It takes 2 seconds, and I can rinse it off and clean it really quick because I have mentioned like 100 times how lazy I am. So that's why I do have a food processor that could beautifully grate all my stuff, but then I have to tear it apart and clean it. I have a beautiful blender, the Vitamix one, that I had to have. It was a lot of money. You guys know how much they cost. I saved up. I got it. I barely use it because I'm lazy. You have to put it on the sink, and you do all that. So I have an Immersion Blender instead, and I use this all the time. The only tip is don't turn it this way when you're in the pot. If you go this way, this is going all over the house. So keep it this way, but I make tomato soup, homemade tomato soup with tomatoes in it and just fun stuff. I want to grind it all up into a beautiful. If you want the perfect grind, the perfect blend, then you use the big blender. But if not, you want something that has a little bit of body still in it. I use this for soups, and since I make soup, once a week, every 3rd week, I probably have a cream soup, and this is a way to get a really nice consistency. So, of course, my dream was to have a kitchen that I could put a stand mixer. Can you see the stand mixer? Shall I?
You can kind of see it.
Here's my stand mixer. So now I'm all grown up, and I have a beautiful kitchen, although I would like a bigger one. And then the stand mixer we use all the time. I make my whipped cream in it. You can do whipped cream with this if you're in a pinch or you don't have access to one of those. But it's a beautiful thing. So those are my main. So crock pot, this. Of course, in the kitchen we always have a toaster, and I would rather have a toaster of a microwave combo, but they're hard to find, and I think it's like $800, so I don't get one. So I have a toaster and I have a microwave. I have a coffee pot, and then we have the fancy coffee pot. That's the Nespresso that we really love. And then the last thing is to talk about is the air fryer. So I've been putting it off for a million years. So finally at Christmas time, I thought I'd buy myself a present. Everybody's talking to me, oh, you got to have an air fryer. So I moved the kitchen all around, all the appliances, and put the air fryer there. We fire it up, and it has to preheat for 8 minutes. So it has a really loud beep, and it freaks the dog out. So we can make all different other kind of noises. There's something about the pitch of that. He just becomes so upset. So it has to do it when it preheats, and then when to put the food in, and then turn the food. So that's 3 times. It takes an hour for the dog to calm down. So now the air fryer is on that counter outside in our backyard. And I guess I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I've only experimented with reheating tater tots. And that's all I've done with it, because we can't calm the dog down. So I think an air fryer is a good thing for some people. I heard somebody the other day made steaks in it. I went, what? But I have my barbecue. So I have other things with plugs on them, like a waffle iron, but we don't have waffles that much. Like I said, I have a food processor. You know, when we first got married, we had a Farberware rotisserie. And that was the greatest thing. I used to buy that as a wedding gift. But we eventually got rid of it because we have a rotisserie in our barbecue, so we never use it. But that was an amazing thing. But you reach a point where you can't take any more appliances, generally. I don't think I forgot discussing any of them. That's all that I have. So thank you very much. I hope this wasn't too boring. But if you do one thing, this one, and this one, and this one, you can't live without these. Oh, and this. Okay, bye. Missed one. Thanks for watching. Please visit my website, mealsandentertaining.com, and see my available ebooks. Plus, subscribe to my channels, and don't forget to follow me, like me, or love me.